What's happening, you guys? Veggie here. Today's video is actually going to be on folliculitis, and a lot of you are going to be wondering why I'm going to be talking about this. Folliculitis is actually a skin condition from shaving, and I myself experienced it last year, particularly when I was doing the posing videos, when I was doing the transformation videos. I noticed that I was getting a lot of spots. So here's the situation and how I got this skin infection. Typically, because I'm into bodybuilding, I want to remove all the hair on my upper body so you can really see the definition in my physique. Now, the problem with this is you need to be quite careful about the hair removal product you use and it giving you this skin infection known as folliculitis. So the story is that when I was doing hair removal, I'd use Veet for Men, which was actually quite effective. It got rid of all the hair. I didn't get any spots. I think there was one, but it was completely normal, like I understood. But after a few weeks, my hair grew back. I'm Indian, so it's Indian genetics to grow, body hair quite quickly, as you can tell from this quite thick beard. So after 2 weeks, I was like, I can't just keep applying this cream. It's just going to be bloody expensive. So I just used, a shaver or razor, and I just trim it all down. And I'd have that aesthetic physique again. But I'd notice every time I was shaving, I was gaining more and more spots, and I just started to ignore it. And it got to a point where my whole chest was just covered in spots. And I'll show you guys a picture here where you can clearly see that my physique is just covered with, these spots, which was essentially this skin condition called folliculitis. So it's a real problem because obviously it affects your self-esteem, and you're quite sensitive when it comes to showing your body when you have this sort of problem. So I noticed that I have quite sensitive skin and I shouldn't be using blades. I went to see a GP because a lot of people were looking at me and saying, you really need to see a doctor about this problem, and I took their word for it. So I went to see a GP. They recommended I take antibiotics. I was prescribed doxycycline. I've been taking that for around 40 days now, and it's why I didn't do my posing videos, because she recommended I don't use any hair removal products, and I didn't really want to show a physique if it's hairy. I mean, if I'm going to do a posing video, it's going to be with me with all my hair removed. So yeah, that's the main thing I really want to be addressing in this video, you guys. If you're new to bodybuilding or you're new to, weightlifting, typically you want to show off that nice bod when it comes to summer. You're going to be using hair removal products if, like me, you're quite hairy and your body hair grows quite fast. So I'd highly recommend you really do a bit of research and a bit of experimenting with hair removal products. So if you do want to trim that upper body, first of all, try creams. If you find a cream that works, then that's brilliant. But if you find that they're starting to give you reactions, then you might want to move on to something else. So another alternative is, of course, waxing, but a lot of people address that you can gain ingrown hairs from waxing. So you really need to try out each different type of hair removal product and find one that works for you. And if you do find that you start to get this skin infection, obviously stop taking the product, and if that skin infection stays there for a few weeks, go to your local GP. They'll prescribe you some antibiotics you can take, and it will actually clear a lot of the infection. I myself, a lot of the spots have cleared now. There's still some of them there. I've got 10 days of treatment left. If it's still there, I'll probably go on to another cycle of antibiotics just to finish it off. But after I've taken this medication, I will be using Veet for Men, and I will have that hairless physique. So yeah, that's basically the situation at hand here, and I really wanted to address this because this is something a lot of people are going to get, and it's something that really needs to be raised awareness of. Just be careful about how you treat your body, and particularly for beards, if you find that you get rashes like I do, I'm actually using a product right now, and it's called One Blade by Philips. And as you can see, I'm not getting any red marks or anything, and I can shape this beard with one blade. I've got the nice curve going on there, and I've managed to maintain this without any sort of redness or rashes or spots like I normally get. So yeah, I really think it's worth researching into hair removal if you do start to get any of these problems. Anyway, guys, this is Vegthetics. I'll be seeing you in that next video. Peace out.